Hey everyone, it's Jackie K, and welcome for a special stream. Today is Porygon Community Day, starts in about 20 minutes from now, but I figure while we're waiting for Community Day to properly set up, I can show you guys a little preview, or just explain exactly what I'm doing today, because I have done GameCube stuff on Community Days in the past, but this is going to be a little bit different. You see, instead of just like doing something where the AIs can do most of the gameplay like Mario Party and that, I figured it'd be fun to actually like jump into console shiny hunting. It's not something I normally do, and this would be the first time I do it on stream. But we got a game that ties a lot closer to Pokemon Go than you might expect, and it's real on brand for me. And if you can tell from like the graphical layout, let's stop being around the bush. I'm gonna be playing Pokemon Colosseum for y'all. I mean, we're not really gonna make too much story progress. If you guys are interested in seeing a playthrough of Pokemon Colosseum, please let me know though. Technically, I've done one for YouTube already, but it was a long time ago. And I wouldn't mind, like, I really want to visit Pokemon XD someday, because that is pretty much the game that I grew up on. And, ooh boy, I thought I turned down the TV volume a lot as is. But I forgot that the opening segment is pretty loud. I did do some testing before going live, so it shouldn't be an issue once we actually go. I got a little bit of time. I basically got through all the tutorial stuff, and we're about to meet our first Shadow Pokemon. It's not going to be the one we're shiny hunting today, but I figure I could use for example exactly how this game works. The general plot synopsis for anyone who's never played Pokemon Colosseum before is basically you're a villain turned hero / anti-hero, depending on your interpretation of the lore. You meet up with Rui over here, our little female companion, and she'll be following us around throughout our adventure. Bad guys make bad Pokemon, and it's our job to take them back. If you play Pokemon Go, you're familiar with the Shadow Pokemon concept, and it's actually very similar here in Pokemon Colosseum than it is in Pokemon Go. There's a little bit of lore differences, and maybe I'll like show the whole thing the first time through just so I can give you a little bit of plot telling exactly how that works. There's not too many people do it, and when you, as I explain why or how the shiny hunt works, you'll see why that is. But as you can tell from that Koala on the screen, I think it'll be worth it just for that alone. Like, I feel, from the research I did do on shiny hunting, it seems like Koala is the Pokemon that everyone goes for if they're doing Shadow Pokemon hunting, but I do think it's worth it. That said, like, this is not the Koala. I figure I just, like, leave this in, because one, Mirror B is, like, one of the best parts of the entire series, and two, it gives a good demonstration of exactly how catching Shadow Pokemon works, and I can explain, like, the whole concepts of shiny Pokemon in the process. But I can, while we're waiting, I can at least explain a major mechanic of Pokemon Colosseum. Yeah, that's right. Every battle is a double battle. Yeah, that's one of the two major gimmicks of the Shadow Pokemon series. The fact that everything's a double battle, and once we beat this guy up and face the other crony, we'll see exactly what the other reason is, more or less. But I do find it I kind of wish more Pokemon games would play around with the elements that this and Pokemon XD introduce. Just because it was a unique element for the game. Else work today, but in Gen 3, like, they send out the Pokemon before you finish your moves if you knock it out. And there it is. Really can see the Black Aurora that's around Shadow Pokemon. In this game series, the Black Aurora around the Shadow Pokemon are normally not visible. And Rui's pretty much the only one in this game that can actually see them, so she's a major asset to our side to actually being able to find the Shadow Pokemon that we're trying to snake. Now that we actually see the Shadow Pokemon, let me go a little more into detail of how shiny hunting them is gonna work. 1. There's no solid tricks. There's no way to really, in all the research I've done with shiny hunting Shadow Pokemon, there's no real trick to actually being able to improve the odds of or shiny hunting shadow Pokemon. Imagine the odds from the main series game, not even Pokemon Go, the main series games. I think it's like over 1 in 4,000. While in the main series games, there's a bunch of tricks you can do to increase those odds, like the Medusa method, or the in-game item, the shiny charm. None of that exists in Colosseum, so you're fighting against full solid odds in this particular game, which in of itself is a problem. The fun part, the part that either makes the shiny hunt better or worse depending on your perspective, is a weird clunky thing tied to the whole shadow Pokemon mechanic. Main series games nerds will know. I'm trying to find the best way to explain this without like getting too overwhelming. The game has like an identification system tied to your Pokemon. When you catch a Pokemon from a wild, it becomes yours and kind of gets like a little tag. Well, the way that they handle the whole snagging mechanic in Pokemon Colosseum, right now it has its own tag even though we don't have it yet. When we snag it away from the trainer, that tag will get rechanged. I'm paraphrasing and oversimplifying it a lot, but just trust me on this. Like, and you may be wondering what that actually has to do with shadow Pokemon or our shiny hunt in general. But essentially, like, one of the elements that determine a shiny Pokemon is that tag. So there's actually a chance for it to be shiny when you first see it, and it could also become a shiny after you catch it. So it is possible to like see a shiny Pokemon, snag it, and it's no longer shiny. So you can imagine how frustrating that would be. Thankfully the reverse is true, where we can like snag a Pokemon that's perfectly non-shiny like this, and when we get it on our side, it turns shiny. If the Cherim leaves, then Cherim leaves, but I want to actually showcase how this works properly. Now I believe you do is that you go, I think I had it backwards. You use the Premier Ball, or use your Pokeball in question with the first Pokemon, like because it's a double battle, like you have 2 turns. Use the Pokeball on your first turn, swap around your item bag on the second turn, and just act like normal. Yeah, see? Even though we use that Premier Ball, it's still in our inventory, and that's basically how the Pokeball glitch works. Makuhita is of course a normal Makuhita. It's a little hard to tell with the TV lighting and the shadowy aurora, but that's a pretty solid Makuhita thing. As you can tell, like, those guys that we saw at Mirabee's place before are blocking the way, guarded by a different guy, different color. So begins the grind of the many resets. And I'll be honest, it would be a miracle to get it today. And I'm not sure if I'm going to bring this back, but I figure it's gives us any to actually touch up Pokemon Colosseum again. Oh good, at least it's a trainer that actually has a shadow Pokemon right away. So we don't have to like beat his entire team to actually know if this ain't good or not. Ooh! I'm holding on to this one. Could probably like check Pokegenie. Ooh! Wow! A PvP Porygon and a shiny, one after the other. This is a pretty good sign. And you know what? I'm gonna catch it in a blue Pokeball. Cause why not? I mean, it is Community Day, but I'm so used to not getting them this quickly. The only problem, the other thing with like shiny hunting this way is you do have to. I realize like you actually do a trainer fight while you're hunting, so you do have to put a little thought into it. Now let's see how good this shiny is. Definitely not really as good as the Porygon we just caught, but I mean, hey. It looks like it maybe could be decent for PvP and all that. Now, speaking of which, it's time for our first Colosseum shiny check. See if it's any good. As I kind of expected, it is not shiny. So we gotta reset. That's basically what the stream's gonna be on the Pokemon Colosseum side. Though, like, if people are curious to actually learn more about Pokemon Colosseum, I might divert every now and then to showcase that game a little bit. Depends on how well I can, like, catch Porygons while doing so. I should probably, like, check out my buddy and all that. Why don't we check in with Professor Will anyways? Hey there, Jackie K. It's great to see you again. I'm always grateful to have a helping hand with my research. Speaking of research, have you heard of Porygon, the virtual Pokemon? Well, I'm not entirely sure why, but Porygon have been appearing more frequently in the area as of late. I'd like to take this opportunity to learn more about this odd Pokemon. How about, trainer? Will you go out and catch some Porygon for me? And this will probably just give us an encounter with another Porygon. Ooh, what do you know? I'm psychic or something. Thank goodness that this is an actual spawn and not something off the incense. Yeah, good, we're live. I don't want to risk it. I don't want to, like, do the sparkle. Because as far as I know, this could be the Porygon. But I think we've whittled down that freaking Colosseum enough to actually do this. Come on, don't play with my heart, Mr. Porygon. Get into the Pokeball like a good little friend. Yeah, hopefully that's just a fluke, and not a sign that my internet is just like, ugh. Shoot, I just realized that, oh, wait. Thank goodness for that notification. I almost just tossed with my shiny, and I also realized, I'm so sorry that for that first part of the Professor Will research, I just realized that my little, like, IV blocker is probably blocking off the story from the special research. So, just pardon me while I, like... But let's see what the good old professor has to say for us. Fantastic work, Jackie K. I reviewed the data you collected and discovered that Porygon is made entirely of programming code. Other reports I dug up mentioned that it was created by a group of scientists using state-of-the-art technology. Can you believe it? A man-made Pokemon. Porygon have made a name for themselves by protecting cyberspace from suspicious activity. For something artificial, they do seem caring. Maybe I should keep a Porygon in case Team Rocket tries a digital takeover. Yeah, you should probably get a Porygon to, like, cover your butt with just how insecure your software is. Like, your Twitter is so easily hackable if just Team Rocket can pop in any time and do whatever they want with it. Well, in the meantime, I'd like to learn more about Porygon's evolved form, Porygon 2. I have a hunch that you'll need an upgrade to evolve Pokemon. Let's get back out there and see if we can find one. Thankfully, like... Shoutouts to the game for constantly giving me things that are not Porygons on my incense. Really only up to 2 shinies, huh? I mean, I guess I can't be too surprised with how much I've been multitasking. You do 20 things and only do a minute of each of them. That is the problematic issue of the efficiency. Think like I gotta catch a few more Porygons. Ooh, nice, Porygon 2. Oh, you know what's really great about this? It's an evolved Porygon on a research, so it can't run away. And I can just spam Pokeballs at it until I get like 20 candies off this thing. And here I was worried about like having enough for evolutions. So the fact that I like broke out that Ultra Ball is a little bit discerning. Colosseum check number 2. I think we're slowly getting to the point where I can actually start opening up those things. Like I've been holding on to this Ultra Ball pack. I think I finally cleared enough bag space to do that. Yay, I broke the game. Fun. Come on, Porygon. I know you're not shiny, but stop being a prick. Let me just catch you. There's a lot of things that I kind of wish the game would just let me catch. Like this lava that broke out of 2 balls. Yeah, I could do another bite, but there's also the factor of... Oh, I just realized I'm about to lose my Umbreon. This is probably as good of a time as any to double check. Yep, that's only my 2nd Porygon for this community day. Can't be too upset when I'm running on an incense. I think the plan... I guess I can pull up the screen now that I have it here. These are the things I'm working around with that Porygon for Great League. Obviously, it'd be best to keep it as a Porygon, but... Or, stat-wise, it's best as a Porygon, but that doesn't mean I should keep it a Porygon. Because who uses normal Porygon? And here we got like a Porygon 2. I don't know if people use Porygon 2 in Ultra League. But I guess either way, my mind's already set on evolving this thing here and now. And since I'm struggling as much as is to try to figure out what other 2 Porygons I should evolve, yeah, there's at least that option. Oh yeah, I have this Shadow Porygon I was holding on to. It's got the moves already. Guess now's a good time as any to actually evolve it. And now I only gotta figure out what... There's only one more Porygon I gotta figure out what to evolve. I mean, I guess it's not great, but not terrible. I feel a little overdue for another shiny, but like 2 shinies in 1 hour at least wasn't a terrible thing. It shouldn't be that bad considering like I'm playing from home, not getting nearly as many spawns as I normally do. Excellent work, Jackie K. Thanks to your effort, I realized just how different Porygon 2 is from Porygon. According to my findings, sort of research and implication of the artificial intelligence in its code allowed Porygon 2 to develop the ability to learn independent of its programming. The power of science is astounding, isn't it? Science is amazing. These reports also mention that Porygon 2 was upgraded to enable extraterrestrial exploration and planetary development, though it has yet to accomplish much. I wonder what this means for Porygon's final evolution, Porygon Z. For next batch of research, I want you to evolve a Porygon 2 into a Porygon Z using a Sinnoh Stone. Good luck out there. Sure enough, you just get a Sinnoh Stone from just doing 1 evolution. Or, I was gonna say from transferring, which is pretty nice. Considering like transferring is probably the easiest part of a community day. Ooh, that's a nice one. Like, it would have been nice if that attack and HP stat were swapped, but this is probably the best Porygon I've gotten so far. Keeping this one, you're getting labeled. I just don't know if I want to like fully evolve it up all the way yet. But I might as well do the if it's green reset check while I'm here. Got up to 10 resets. For some reason, that's incredible in of itself. Like I keep saying though, I think like I'm gonna just do the Shadow because I know for sure that's gonna be the best Shadow Porygon Z I have. It's not like I can get one with a second move anytime soon. So let me just find it real quick. Alright. Into the light. Good old Porygon. In the meantime, let's see if I can get into the 20s on the reset counter. Hey. Hey Lava Lizard, how's it going? You know that if you get shiny, it won't stay shiny? Indeed I do. Which is why I'm not resetting until after I catch it. Because that's how it works. As I was saying earlier on the stream, The game basically does two shiny checks. Once when you encounter it on the bad guy's side, and then that shiny check gets completely reset after you catch it. I know there's a rumor going around that if you purify the Shadow Pokemon, that's also a shiny check. That part's not true. I've done a lot of research on that much, and every time you actually hear people who do shiny checks actually look into it, you see them say that the purify thing is like non-existent. The good news is, like, if we ever do actually get the shiny Shadow Pokemon here, we can test it in the live stream. Like, I can save it. I can save before doing it, and worst case scenario, if it does somehow defy all logic and everything I looked into, I'll at least still be able to keep it as a shiny Shadow in this game. But like, if I want the shiny Pokemon in any of my, in like Pokemon Home or something, after the incredibly long and tedious process of doing that, I'd have to purify it. Because it can't leave Pokemon Colosseum unless it's purified. And honestly, like, purified Pokemon in this game, purified Pokemon are actually a little less underwhelming. Because in Pokemon Go, like, you at least get all the white sparkles and all that. But in this game, they just turn completely back into a normal Pokemon. No benefits whatsoever. Actually, I mean, double digits, which is pretty neat. Considering just like how much the stream has been all over the place, and how much it's been, like... Fun fact, multitasking isn't easy. So it feels like I could have gotten a lot more checks at the Guava if I was just focusing completely on that and not trying to do Pokemon Go on the side. Respectfully, I feel like I'd be doing... probably have at least one more shiny Porygon if I wasn't live streaming it. And I also would have been done with the special research already, but like, every time I think, oh, I'm ready to do it, I'm just like, there's another Porygon, I should probably check it so quickly. Yeah, 4 shinies so far, no 3 stars. Well, you're doing better than I am, because I am sitting on 2 shiny Porygons, and none of them are even 2 stars. I'm pretty sure like none of them are even 1 stars, but I gotta double check that. Like I said, it'll be nice to actually go out and play on the community day. Oh, hey! Speaking of not having enough shinies, shiny Porygon. Unfortunately, I'm out of Great Ball, so I can't just like stick it in the blue Pokeball. But a shiny is a shiny. Alright, see you in a sec. In the meantime, let's see if this is any good. Ooh! It's a good thing Lophalizard's not actually here to see that, because, wow, I think he jinxed me. He jinxed himself into having his luck transferred to me, and I feel a little bad about that. Well, at least I can't say I don't have a 3-star shiny Porygon now. And this probably be a great note to actually end the special research on, if I could stop running into Porygons just long enough to do so. Oh! Oh, so you heard about the 3-star blue Porygon, I take it. Oops. Well, thanks for checking in. Like, whether you like it or not, I feel like you blessed me with some good luck. Alright. Take care. Oh yeah, I forgot how dumb the AI in Pokemon Colosseum is. The infamous... the infamous Mischievous wasn't affected. And I'm at home with nothing better to do. Might as well, like, at least give it one round. Pokeball Plus will at least let me know if I'm actually missing out on anything. okay, this did work before, but it's not gonna work with this particular Grimer when it's got that frickin' ground quick move that pretty much already took care of my frickin' Lucario. Can I at least get the shield before going down? I guess the point now is just that it wasn't gonna be like an all-day stream anyway, so don't worry if you can't like show up for too long. Plus, like, I think I'm gonna upload this to YouTube, like, considering like how my commentary's been when it was just me on my own, a little iffy. Like, maybe like I'll take some extra time to like edit in the stream highlights, because I feel like that's the only way some of this is gonna be bearable. But it's definitely for myself, and it's like for people in the chat if they want to join in. It's not gonna translate well into like recorded content as well as I like, but I mean, I can imagine it being hard for a stream of this type of caliber to actually be that way. Now, for the moment I've been delaying everything else for, probably missing like at least 5 Porygons. Is it a shiny shadow? Nope. Well, maybe, just possibly, I can get a shiny shadow in this game, like the one that's been on the pause screen for like 3 minutes. And I'm not messing around, because it's starting to use Shadow Rush to like whittle itself down. Gonna just throw the Great Ball at it, and we'll see if it's any good. Oh hey! At least we're getting a shiny from one of these forms that I'm shiny hunting in. Again, wish I had some Great Balls. But a shiny is a shiny, and I'm at home, so it's not like I'm going to be getting any more Great Balls for a little bit. Now, for a moment of truth. The Colava is green, so unfortunately we have to reset. Might be about time to start like checking my Porygon since... Oh, fun! I confused the freaking Colava! Oh, shoot. Does it count as a reset if I never actually get the shiny check it? You know what? I'm counting it. Fun. This is why I should just use the Great Balls and stop trying to worry about the freaking Premier Balls. Shiny hunters, like people who actually shiny hunt for a living and all, or maybe living is a little bit of exaggeration, but if this is your thing or do, if anyone's ever actually KO'd a shiny, do they count it as a reset? I would assume yes, but I'm kind of just curious to see if anyone actually has a story of KOing a shiny, cause that's never happening. That's not happening, cause I'm never gonna KO that freaking Colava again. Mark my words, that Colava will never die in any more multi-universes to exist in any way that, so whatever form, relates to Pokemon Colosseum. Hey everyone, it's Duranitan in Pokemon Colosseum. A time traveler from the future. Going back like 2 generations. I had to count because there's just been so many generations of Pokemon at this point. Be cool if this was the shiny Porygon that we have been seeking. Something like, or it could be the one on the instance that was just about to go bye-bye. That could be our shiny too. Why not both? And got you. And I think that was the Photobomb one. Almost out of regular Pokeballs. Probably getting to a point where it's worth closing the stream and actually going outside and walking. But in my head, even if it was not what I intend, if that was the Photobomb one, does this make 2 shiny Porygons in a row? This is the second shiny Porygon on an instance in a row? Am I still streaming? My god, like... I'm not connected to the Twitch dashboard anymore, so something in my gut tells me that I'm not still streaming. Oh. And I don't got the blue bar for... Why is it still saying I'm streaming? Like, everything is dead. I'm gonna have to stop the stream. It's the only way I can... I've had this issue with the internet before. The only way to actually get the browser working again is I disconnect from the internet. And I think not streaming would be a good start. My favorite form of Porygon. Porygon Shroomish. I guess I'll just wait until the instance to run out, because... My second favorite form of Porygon. Eggs. But Colosseum definitely does some things that XD doesn't better. Like, I feel like Colosseum has the overall better narrative. Like, XD is kind of like, they saw how well Colosseum did, and they tried to streamline it. So, like, the protagonist, younger, our hero here, if you've been following along, was... I don't think he's quite an adult, but, like, he's definitely one of the older protagonists that the series has ever had. If you're one of the people that actually count Colosseum and XD as main series games. But then that all gets reset again after we caught it and is in our possession. If you're curious to like know more details than that, there are resources I was able to find fairly easy just by googling shiny hunting in Colosseum. I think one of the more interesting pieces of trivia is they quote-unquote patched this or fixed it for the sequel Pokemon XD Gale Darkness. And by fix I mean they just like shiny locked all the Shadow Pokemon so they had no possibility to be shiny and avoid like the weird clunkiness of it all in the first place. But at least in XD you actually have wild Pokemon, but oh hey, speaking of shinies, on stream shiny, huzzah! Like I've said for like the past 20 Porygon, which I had some great balls. You see, like I'm just working off the instance and house spawns. So if you just keep at it, you'll get that shiny Porygon. I guess we'll see if it's any good. Nope. I'm not too worried though. I did get a pretty good Porygon. Ironically enough, when I was just talking with another viewer about... oh yeah, 21 CP, it's... we're getting some pretty funny Porygons. Like this one we're catching here is a 69. The other one's like a little baby. All over the place. A level 1 shiny, yeah. If we were going on stream, I kind of was wondering if we actually get to 20 resets before the end of it all. In case you don't follow the main series game, shiny rates are ridiculous, and unlike some other main series games, there's nothing to improve those odds. I'll go grind Fortnite right now. Sounds good. Have fun. This is where I sound old. Have fun shooting the people, building the things, and flossing the night away. Take care. So please, Snagball, catch the Kalava. I beg you. Thank you. Now, if this Porygon would stop being stubborn, not even a shiny, I don't know why I'm wasting so many freaking Ultra Balls on you. But yeah, again, let me know if you like this particular way to pass by Community Day. It took a little bit more to get used. It's a little bit more harder than it looks. That's the best way I can really describe it. It was harder to multitask between these two games than I thought it would be, because I just assumed like the majority of the time we'd be stuck in like the attack animations as cool as they are. But that's still technically true. But it's still a bit more of a challenge than I thought it'd be. Now, I'm just sending it off here, unless this Porygon's shiny. Nah. I don't even want to give this Kalava the satisfaction of actually... I mean... I'll go for the dialogue one more time, because, like, this is where you get the... not the biggest plot dump on Shadow Pokemon, but the very basis of how Shadow Pokemon work. Or, like, how they're created. So I might as well just finish off beating Rozo and show you what that's all about. What do people do with it? That is a Pokemon that we turned into a fighting machine by officially closing the door to his heart. No, you didn't. You artificially closed the door to that Pokemon's poor heart? Knowing that's not gonna help you do anything. Oh, I know. When I was little, they said if a Pokemon closes the door to his heart, it can gradually be reopened, battling together with it. Let's go. They're probably heading for Pirate Town. After all, if it's there where they captured me, I mean, let's not mince words. Let's call it a kidnapping like it actually was. Oh, fun. I'm poisoned still. I forgot. This is an old generation game where the poison not only carries on after the battle, but hurts you as you walk around. And not only that, because this is Gen 3, it can knock out the Pokemon outside of battle. Oh, as much as I enjoyed the old days, I cannot complain about some of the things that the modern generations have improved. So yeah, I already updated the reset counter. We're still sitting at 7 shinies, which I gotta keep humbling myself. For 2.5 hours is not bad, especially compared to how it used to be. But it would be nice to like get some lunch at me and actually be able to go out, walk for an hour, and hopefully double that. If not, though, we've like got some good shinies in the mix, and I think I still have like enough shinies to like trade over to friends and that may not have been able to make it to the event. Now, I gotta remember not to save just in case I ever want to do this again, because while there are other channel Pokemon that would be fun to hunt, as you can see from just watching this live stream, whew, like it was rough enough to like set up shiny checking this guy. Imagine like trying to shiny check a Pokemon like a boss, or like somewhere trying to like shiny check a Pokemon that a boss had when you can only save at the PCs. Oh man, like I do not envy people who have gone even further with shiny hunting shadow Pokemon than I have here today. But it's still kind of like something back in my mind I wouldn't mind doing more of. It might be something better to do off screen. We'll see. I should stop procrastinating the end of the stream. Just go for it.